me and Kel. The link is on my Instagram. It's also on my Facebook page for his website. Go and have a look.
Good. So this should be live. Come on, was this video is live now. I'm just testing through the sound, everybody. So I hope you can see me okay. So I'm just checking the sound. Make sure it's coming out both speakers. Hello, who's watching? Hope you're having a good time. Yes, there's like a delay, so it always totally confuses you then. So if there is any buzzing or any strange sounds going on whilst this, just say buzzing, because I remember when we did it last time round, there was a bit of buzzing noise.
There was partway through, wasn't there, towards the end when you were doing the runes or tarots.
So I've changed the mic input slightly, so hopefully it's not going to buzz or anything. So today we are with the wonderful Lynette and Kelly. It's Lynette's turn to have a regression. So do you want to say how you're feeling and what you've done with the rune cards? Well, then I'll pan across to Kelly as well.
Hi, my name's Lynette Iemboli. I'm part of Paranormals. We do paranormal investigations, myself and Kelly Peppers. At the moment, I have just had the runes on my lap, feeling around, feeling the energy and what ones I've been drawn to. The 3 that I've been drawn to, I've put on the table next to me. I've not turned them over yet to look at them. Runes, in all honesty, are more Kelly's thing, so she can help me with those later to see what she gets from those and their meanings. I do have tarot cards in front of me. I'm just going to draw a few cards now, which we will leave face down, and then we will see what they are at the end of the session and see if they have any relation into what has come out in this past life regression.
Fantastic.
Right.
And I would like to just sort of say, I've just noticed a couple of people popped on here. So Rowan's watching. Good to see you on here, Rowan. How you doing, mate? Carol, hello to you, Carol. Charles, Annette is watching, and thank you everybody for joining in at the moment. We're going to swing round to Kelly and see from your experience, because you were here last time you were here, Kelly. Hello, Kelly. You remember Kelly's past life regression. This room had a Christmas tree in.
Yes,
because it was Christmas time.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything come further from that experience that you had?
I did research some of the names. I did find a lady in a hat in the garden, and we both found that.
Yeah.
With the similar sort of age. That was really interesting because it was literally the first name that I put in and it came straight up. That was really cool. I have been... Oh, sorry, my lovely.
It's all right, my fault, because I've got 2 mics here at the moment.
Oh, bless. Yeah, so there's been quite a few little things. I can actually officially say that I'm quite a believer now in a lot of things and starting to really find it very, very interesting. Yeah, the runes were amazing, with like the arrows and everything that corresponded to like some of the stuff that I said about the bow and arrow, and that was just pretty freaky.
It is, but I always find hard research when you go on the internet and you find stuff that backs up what you've come up with. That's the more interesting and exciting thing for me, because that's things people can't argue with. Runes you can argue with.
Yeah, you can do, but it was just the fact I found a couple of like birth certificates and went back in time and had a proper look. I will actually give you all the details after I finish my dissertation, because I'll be able to like write it all up properly. At the moment, dissertation is just taking over my life. Yeah, so like for the next 2 months, you're not going to hear anything from me. I'm just going to live in my bedroom or in my office.
The joys of becoming a teacher.
Oh, I know, right? We'll get there. Yeah, it has put me on another path that I'm. Well, I've sent you a questionnaire for you to do, so you can. It has really opened my eyes to that side of stuff. So, which I'm not going to tell anyone yet, because until I've got everything in and all the details, I can't really say much. Sure. But yeah, it was amazing. I'd definitely recommend. I haven't got the Paul CD with me, but go buy it. All right.
I have them.
Oh yeah,
I will
Nettie's got
happily
it.
show it when we pan back round to me. Paul Goddard, Past Life Regression CD, worth every penny. Go buy it.
Thank you.
Find it on his website.
Yeah,
Or there are links on my pages as well.
Thank you, and you can also search for it on eBay as well.
There we go.
There we go, lovely. So I'm just going to say a few more highs. So Suzanne is here, Pat is here, hello to you. Amanda is here, Annette, we've mentioned before, but hello again, Annette. Diane is here, so thank you for watching, and those silent watchers as well, thank you for joining in. Do feel free to ask any questions that you might want to ask throughout this. That would be absolutely fine. Please don't be shy. So if you want me to ask the wonderful Lynette a question that's relevant to what we're doing, past life regressions, you know, if you're going to ask her what colour her skirting boards, then you know that might not be the correct thing to say, because I do get some random questions at times, but yeah, do feel to ask questions and I will put them to
But
Lynette.
anything paranormal, they can also message Kelly or myself if there's anything that they
Yes.
wanted to ask like that. We'd be happy to answer anything.
Yeah, I've got the, well, as you can tell, I've got the live on Instagram on Paranormal, so if there's anything anyone wants to ask there, I can always answer whilst you two are doing your business.
Lovely.
Wonderful. So, is there anything you want to ask me before we start? Are you happy to start now? And are you comfortable enough?
I am very comfortable, yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Hopefully not too comfortable that I fall asleep.
That's okay, you know, I'm sure you won't fall asleep. So if you close your eyes now. And as soon as your inner mind knows that you can relax sufficiently to review memories of a life you've lived before this one, you'll find yourself getting a little more comfortable. You can start taking some nice, slow, deep breaths now. Making each and every single in and out breath more relaxed than the one before. That's right, more relaxed. And holding on to the relaxation you now feel. In a moment I'm going to, only when I tell you to, ask you to open your eyes, and when I get you to open your eyes, I then want you to then close your eyes and allow yourself to increase the relaxation you feel much, much more, and your subconscious mind will know roughly 10 times more relaxed. Very good. So just open your eyes now and close your eyes and deepen that relaxation. Very good. Now just open your eyes and close your eyes and deepen that relaxation. One more time now, allowing soft focus and doubling the relaxation you now feel. So just open your eyes and close your eyes and deepen that relaxation. And just like when you're relaxing and you're at the beach and a wave rolls in and crashes down, you can feel your body relaxing deeper as that feeling of the wave washes over you. Rolling in now and crashing down, and like that motion you can feel yourself relaxing. And it's not just the words that I say that helps you to relax deeply. It's the spaces between the words. Very good. And now you've relaxed the body. It's now time to relax the mind. And as your mind relaxes, your body relaxes. And as your body relaxes, your mind continues to drift and float, deeper relaxed. And the more your mind relaxes, the happier you feel, and the more you relax, your mind drifts and floats deeper and deeper and deeper still. So sleepy, that's right. So relaxed. Deeper and deeper and deeper sleep. So sleepy. So relaxed. Everything is slowing down now. Slowing down now. Slowing down. That's right. All the way down now. Down. 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 Wonderful. Now to help with the deepening process, I want you now to be aware of the year it is, 2022. And to help with the deepening process, looking out of your own body, out of your own eyes, I want you to imagine yourself now standing outside the front door of where you live now in 2022. Seeing what you see, feeling what you feel, being aware of what you see outside your front door in 2022. And slowly, easily and quietly, just describe to me what it looks like outside your front door.
It's a suburban street. There's lots of houses, cars. It's a sunny day. I can see a black cat with white down its breast rolling around on the floor. And the man across the street has gone over to stroke it.
Very good. And now safely, very, very safely, just want you to imagine yourself floating up, higher and higher, and higher and higher. So you're looking down on where you live, like a bird's eye view. Describe to me what it looks like from up here as you look down.
Everything looks small and unusual because it's a view I'm not used to seeing. It's like I don't even recognise my own home.
And now allow yourself to slowly, very slowly float back down to where you started from. And as you slowly float back down, as you drift and float back down, down to where you started. You relax deeper and deeper and deeper still. And just let me know where you're back, where you started from.
Yeah, I'm back.
Very good. And again, to help with the deepening process, I want you to go to a beautiful imaginary place of your choosing, your very own relaxing place that can be a real place, imaginary, or a combination of both. It's up to you. But here you're free to relax deeply in this beautiful place of your choosing. Feel yourself, if you haven't already, go there on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That beautiful place of your choosing. Describe this place of your choosing now.
It's outside. It's in a meadow, there's lots of flowers, and I'm sat under a tree. I can hear birds, but I can hear a brook or a stream babbling not too far away from me, and the sun's beating down on my skin as I'm lying on a picnic blanket in the grass.
Lovely. And allow yourself to enjoy this beautiful place just for a few moments. Very good. That relaxes you deeper and deeper being here. On the next count of 3, your subconscious mind will create a corridor for you. And in this corridor there'll be doors leading off to either side. And this will be your subconscious mind helping you to create that doorway. A doorway which will take you back in time, back to before you were born. Way, way back to a life you've lived before this one. But first allow yourself to go into that corridor that your subconscious mind chooses for you. All right, now that corridor with the doors off either side. 1, 2, 3. You're in that corridor now. Describe this corridor to me. How does it look?
It's very ordinary. It's quite small, but it's very long. The walls are just magnolia. And as you walk down, there's just different wooden doors with numbers on.
That's very good. And is there a door that your subconscious mind is most drawn to?
Yeah, it's further down the corridor.
Allow yourself to walk down to that corridor. That corridor that will take you back, way, way back to a life you've lived before this one. And as you walk down, you can relax your mind even deeper as you walk down to that door now. And just let me know when you're in front of that door to your past life.
I'm in front of it.
Very good. Just describe this door to me. How does this door look?
It's like all the others, it's wooden. There's also a knocker on the door and it's got number 20 on it.
Very good. In a moment, I'll count to 3 and click my fingers, and that door will open to your past life. Just allow what information to come to you from this past life. everything can be looked into later. But for now, that door opens back to your past life. Alright, 1, 2, 3. That door opens to your past life. And describe to me what you can see or sense through that door.
It is open fields. There's not a town or a city. It is just open fields. It's more rural countryside.
Very good. Allow yourself now to go into that countryside. And that door then just closes behind you. Describe more this countryside and what the weather's like.
It's winter, it's cold. I'm wearing a shawl that I'm pulling around me to keep me warm. I feel like I'm quite old. I can see a wood in the distance.
How old do you feel?
I feel like I'm maybe in my late 60s.
Okay. And just allow yourself to be aware of your legs and your arms. How are you dressed?
I'm in quite sort of peasant clothes. I'm hunched over as well. I've got a skirt on, but it's almost like it's not made out of normal material. It's like I've had to just hash it together with whatever I could find.
And I'm just checking as well. Are you male or female?
Female.
Female. And now, allow your name to come to you. 1, 2, 3. What do they call you?
Margaret.
Margaret. Okay, Margaret. And now, what do you feel you're doing here at this moment in time?
I'm walking home.
Okay.
I've been to some sort of village to get supplies, and I'm walking home.
Very good.
I'm carrying a basket.
As you carry the basket, describe to me what's in the basket.
There's eggs. There's some cheese. I feel like I've not just a village, but maybe I've been to a farm or something like that to pick up supplies. There's some bread in there as well, just like it's been broken off of a loaf, just sat in the basket. It's not covered or anything like that, it's just sat there.
Wonderful. And now, Margaret, the year comes to you of what year it is. Now, what year is it?
1822.
Good. And now, where in the world you feel you are, that happens now. Where in the world are you right now, Margaret?
I am still in England.
You're still in England.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see your family or surname. Whatever you feel your surname is now, that happens now.
Priest.
Priest. Wonderful. Very good. And at the moment, as you walk home, are you aware of living with anybody, or is it your own space? What are you aware of?
It's my own space. I feel like I used to share it with somebody, but I'm a widow.
Sorry to hear that. That's good. Now allow yourself to move a little further forward in time. So you're in where you're walking to, a place you live where you call home. That happens now. Tell me about that.
It's run down. It's just a small shack in the middle of nowhere. There's no buildings nearby. I can see some animals just roaming, like hens, chickens, just roaming. I miss William.
Who's William?
He was my husband.
I'm sorry you miss him. And whose chickens are those?
They're mine.
Okay.
I've always kept chickens.
No. On the next count of 3, we'll get a little bit more specific where in the world you feel you are. So you said in England, see if there's a town, village, or maybe even a county. Whatever comes to you, allow it to happen. 1, 2, 3. Where in the world?
Bridgenorth.
Bridgenorth.
Is that a place? Bridgenorth.
Bridgenorth. That's good. Do you like living in Bridgenorth?
I've always lived here.
Okay.
I like it. I don't know anywhere else. I've never been outside of here.
And how do you spend most of your days now? What do you do with your time?
Tidying, looking after the animals, visiting the village just to see people. There's no one nearby. Walking in the woods, walking through the fields.
Okay. No. Staying with this lifetime. We'll move further back in time within this lifetime. Further back, staying with this same lifetime, Margaret, your earliest memory. That happens 1, 2, 3. Your earliest memory, Margaret.
I'm a little girl and it's Christmas time. And my dad has carved little figures out of wood for my sisters and myself as presents. And my mum's cooking a special dinner. It's not the normal food that we would eat. We're all looking forward to it.
Good. Tell me about these figures your dad has carved for you.
Mine's one of a little girl. And she's got a little cat next to her. I always wanted a cat.
That's lovely. And you said you're going to have different things to eat to what you usually have.
Yeah.
Just allow yourself to move a little further forward in time, Margaret, staying with this lifetime. The time when you're sat down eating. That's now. Tell me about what you're eating now, what you're aware of.
Meat. We don't usually have meat.
Okay. That's good. And what else are you aware of?
We've got potatoes and we've got some vegetables. Normally, if we have meat, it's normally just in some sort of broth.
Lovely. Describe your father to me. How does your father look?
He's quite tall. He's got dark hair. He's got quite a bushy beard. He can be quite a gruff man. He loves us, but he doesn't overly show affection. But he works really hard.
What does your father do for work?
He works on the land. He works on one of the local farms.
Okay. That's nice. Did you ever talk about work with you?
No, not really. He doesn't speak much to us.
Okay.
He's not home much. He works a lot. Don't really see him during the day.
And what's his name? What's your dad's name?
Thomas.
Thomas. That's really nice. And you mentioned a sister.
I've got 2 sisters.
What's their names?
I feel like one is Mabel.
Mabel, that's a nice name.
I don't know the other one's name. I can't.
It's okay. Describe Mabel to me. How does Mabel look? And is she younger or older than you?
She's younger. I'm the oldest.
That's good. How does she look? Describe how Mabel looks.
She's different to me. I've got dark hair, but she's blonde. She always wears her hair. Mum does it in plaits. Tied up. Her hair always looks pretty. And she doesn't have to do as much work yet. She gets more playtime than what we do.
And now on the next count of 3, your other sister, the name comes from that past life memory. Do you know? 1, 2, 3. What's the other sister's name?
Martha.
Martha.
We're all M's.
Can you say that again, please?
We're all M's.
We're all you're all M's.
Martha, Mabel, Margaret.
Lovely. Now you mentioned a mum. Describe your mum. How's your mum look?
Mum has got blonde hair. She's pretty. She's got blue eyes.
That's nice.
She's got quite pale skin, but her hands are rough. From work, she just works in the home. But she seems to work all day. Always doing stuff.
That's good. Now let's just see your mum's name is 1, 2, 3. What's your mum's name?
I can't get it, but I feel like it begins with a B.
We'll try later on, see
Okay.
if that comes through. Very good. Staying with this lifetime around your childhood. Next count of 3, I want to go to your happiest memory. 1, 2, 3. Your happiest memory. Tell me about that.
Probably meeting my little sister.
Tell me about that wonderful time.
It was meeting my youngest sister. I don't remember meeting the second one. The one who's younger than me. I just remember Mum putting her in my arms and holding her and being told that I have to look after her. And her just looking up at me.
That's good. Staying with this lifetime and move further forward in time, further forward to you being 12 years old. That happens now, you're 12 years old. Tell me about that, and staying with this lifetime.
We're just working on the home, helping Mum, looking after the animals. We do chores. We don't go to school.
Tell me about these chores.
looking after the animals. We've always had chickens. I used to look after the chickens when I was younger. We had goats as well that we'd look after. I didn't like the goats though, because they would come after you sometimes, but you didn't like them. But the chickens were nice. I'd help them with washing clothes and cleaning, sweeping the floor of the home. Sometimes we'd go out and collect firewood from the forest, the wood that's nearby.
Before you married, you had a family name. On next count of 3, be able to tell me what that family name is now. 1, 2, 3. So that family name you have at the age of 12.
Woods.
Woods. That's good. And now, describe, as you're out with the chickens, the surrounding area, what you can see.
I feel like there's a river
Very nice.
in the distance that I can see. There's fields, but there's not really any fences. It is just greenery everywhere. It's quite hilly where we are. We're on a hill. You can't see any buildings close by to get anywhere. You have to walk. But you can see them in the distance. Different houses dotted around. The village is up the hill, a few miles away.
And is this bridge north now?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Do you travel much out of the area to go to any places at all?
No, I've never been out the area.
Okay. And at this time when you're now 12 years old, and go to a lovely memory when you felt love. That happens 1, 2, 3. Tell me about a time when you felt love at this age.
My childhood was quite happy. We always felt loved by our mum and dad. It was never, they weren't mean, they were firm but they weren't mean, and we were always loved by them.
That's very good. And now whilst you're at this age, you to look at yourself, and you're looking at yourself in some sort of reflection so you can see how you look. That time happens, staying with this lifetime, when you're looking at a reflection of yourself. Now, describe to me how you look.
I've got brown hair. It's not really dark, but it's brown. I've got green eyes. I've got quite a square jawline. I'm slimmer than what I am now.
And describe to me how you're dressed, what you're aware of, that you've got on this clothes right now.
My clothes isn't really colourful, it's brown really in colour. It's just a simple dress. There's nothing special about it. It laces up.
It's lovely. Staying with this lifetime, we'll move further forward in time. A little further forward, she being at the age of 16. Allow that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now 16 years old, and tell me about that. Staying with this lifetime, 16 years old.
I've met William by this time.
That's lovely.
He works on one of the farms, like my father. He's a few years older than me. He's 20.
Describe William. How does he look?
He is tall. He's at least 6 foot tall. He's got micey brown hair, but he's got a kind smile and kind eyes. He's quite a gentle soul.
Very nice. Staying with this lifetime, we go to the day you first met him. 1, 2, 3. When you first just met him. Tell me about that.
I was walking up towards the village, and he was coming up behind me with a cart with a horse. He was taking something to the market from the farm, and we started talking. I knew I shouldn't have been talking to him because I didn't know him, but he seemed really nice, and we just spoke all the way there.
That's wonderful. And what first attracted you to him?
Just that he was friendly, but his eyes. I always noticed his eyes.
That's very good. And you mentioned that you live in Bridgnorth in this time. Why don't you see your name of your local churches? That comes from your memory. 1, 2, 3. The name of your local church in this lifetime.
I think it's St. Stephen's.
St. Stephen's. Good. Staying with this lifetime. We move forward to that time when you married William. That happens now. Tell me about that day when you married him.
I'm 17 years old. It is at the local church, everyone is there from the village. They always are when it's a wedding or a funeral. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. I feel like I've got butterflies in my stomach.
Good. And where you're standing or sitting or whatever you're doing right now, describe to me more of what you can see right now.
We had a party in the village. It's in the square. There's buildings all around, but there's tables with food on. Everyone has made different things and bought them to celebrate. So there's lots of food, lots of drinking, lots of dancing.
That's lovely. And what are you drinking right now? What are people drinking?
I should be drinking ale, but I don't like the taste of it.
Okay.
But that's what most people are drinking. They're just drinking there's some barrels of it.
Wonderful. And now, staying with this lifetime, we'll now move further forward, staying with this same lifetime. To being at the age of 20, that happens now. 20 years old. And what's happened in your 20th year?
I'm at home. I've had my first child.
That's lovely.
It's a girl.
Describe your first child to me. How's she looking now as you look at her?
She's only just over a year old.
Beautiful.
She's toddling around. She's got dark curly hair, sort of like, I say dark, but like a sort of micey brown curly hair. And she's just toddling around the cottage.
That's really nice.
I have to keep her away from the fire though, she's into everything.
Lots of children are.
Mm.
Now, tell me her name. What's her name?
Sarah.
Sarah. That's a lovely name. And William told me he was working on the farm. Do you still feel that he's doing that?
Yeah.
That's good. Tell me a little bit about this place that you live now in Bridgnorth, the little cottage that you're living in, or the sidewalk cottage, just some of the things that you're aware of as you're in this space now, what you're aware of.
Everything seems to be made of wood. It's handmade. William made the table and the chairs.
It's very good.
There's only one room.
Okay.
There's a sleeping area in one part of the room, and the other part is our living area.
Tell me about this sleeping arrangement. How does it look when you are there?
It's just a mattress on the floor. It's not a bed, a conventional bed that you would see today. It's on the floor with just blankets on it. There's not even any pillows.
Okay.
There's a basket, quite a large one that's been made for Sarah that she still sleeps in, but I think she's going to outgrow it soon.
That's nice. She has a basket to sleep in. And staying with this lifetime, we'll move further forward again in time, further forward. She's been at the age of 25. 1, 2, 3, 25 years old. And I'd like to know about your 25th year, please.
I now have 2 children.
That's lovely. Tell me about your second child.
It's a little boy, he's called Samuel.
Describe Samuel to me.
Samuel also has hair similar to Sarah's in colour. His is a lot finer though, it's not as thick and curly as Sarah's. It's a bit finer. He's got green eyes. And quite a chubby face still. He's still young enough to be cute and chubby.
That's really nice. And now, again staying with this lifetime, we'll just move forward a few more years to being at the age of 30. Allow that to go to your 30th year now, staying with this lifetime. You're 30 now.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're doing and aware of at the age of 30.
I still spend my days keeping house, looking after everything inside. But my children don't, they're working. Sarah's working for a local seamstress.
That's good.
She's learning that trade, I'm so proud of her.
Lovely. On the next count of 3, you'll be able to tell me that seamstress's name. 1, 2, 3.
Mrs. Warren.
Mrs. Warren. And how did your daughter get to meet Mrs. Warren?
She's up in the village. She's been there for quite a few years. I've known her since I was younger.
Do you ever go to see Mrs. Warren? Do you ever see her where she works?
Yes, I have. I've been there with Sarah.
On the next count of 3, one of those times when you're there with Sarah. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there now. Tell me about that.
Her name's Agatha Warren. She's quite old now. She needs someone to help her because her eyesight's starting to go. That's why she agreed to take on Sarah. She works in one room of a shop that she has. The shop's out the front and she's got a small little room out the back. She lives above the shop. It's not really fancy dresses. She doesn't sell to rich women. It's dresses for us, ones that we can afford. More farmers' wives and things like that.
Allow, from this memory now, a time when you're in front of the shop, the area where she is, so you can describe that to me. 1, 2, 3. Outside the shop now. Describe it to me.
There's one door going in, it's a wooden door, but to the right of it, there's one large window, and she's got some mannequins in the window wearing some dresses. It's a 2-story building. It's strange because it's not the same colour as some of the others.
What colour is it?
Most of the others are black and white and wooden, but she's painted hers. Or she's got someone to paint hers. It's almost like a blue.
Does it have a name on the front or any distinguishing features?
Apart from the blue, no. It's not got a name, it's got a sign.
Describe this sign to me, how the sign looks.
It's hung above the door on a beam coming out above the door. And it's in a shield shape. And it has got a dress on it. It's almost like a sign that you'd expect to see over a public house rather than over a dressmaker's, apart from the dress being on there.
Lovely. And now I'm going to just see if a street or road name comes to you now of where this shop is. Allow that to come to you on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Something north. Like,
That's good. It's alright, just allow only what comes to come.
okay.
Staying with this lifetime now, we're going to move forward within this lifetime to you being at the age of 32.
Mm-hmm.
That's now, you're 32 years old. Describe that to me.
My life has not changed much.
Okay.
Not since I've been married. The children are a little older now.
What are they
Sarah's
doing?
13.
It's nice.
She's still working at the seamstress. Samuel is working with his father on the farm. I'm at home most days on my own. It can be quite lonely.
Okay. At this age of 32, like you to go to a time stem of this lifetime where again you're looking at yourself in a reflection, so you can let me know how you look now. That happens now. So you're looking at yourself and describe to me how you'll look.
I don't look what I would what I would imagine a 32-year-old to look like. I look older than my 32 years, where I think probably just tired from working all the time. My hair is long. It is dark, but there's some grey starting to come in at the temples and things. It's just looks straggly.
Okay.
I'm still quite thin. I've still got my figure. I've not started to put on weight yet. I'm still wearing quite just normal clothes. I suppose serviceable clothes is what you'd call it for what I'm doing.
That's good. Do you enjoy the work though?
I'm used to it.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that I enjoy it. I like being with the animals. I like being outside. But I do love my husband and my children. So when they're home and it's family time, I enjoy that.
Lovely. Tell me about family time. What happens?
So we sit and we talk. That's mainly what we do. Sometimes tell stories. Stories that we were told as children, we'll tell to our children. We'll talk about what's happened during the day.
Sounds lovely.
Sarah has to say about the different people that have come into the shop.
That's nice. Is there any amusing stories that Sarah talks about?
She'll listen to the gossip from the women and she will tell us about that.
Okay.
A lot of it is them moaning about other women in the village. It does make me laugh. I stay out of all of that.
Again, staying with this lifetime, we'll move further forward to you being at the age of 45. 1, 2, 3, 45 years old now. I'd like to know about your 45th year.
William is gone. I'm on my own now with the children. But they're older. I say I'm with them, but they've moved out. They're still in my life, but they're not living with me anymore. They've both married.
I'm glad they married. What happened to William?
There was an accident.
I'm sorry to hear that. Tell me about, if you're happy to, or comfortable to, what was the accident involved in?
Horse.
Horse.
He was trampled.
That's okay. Tell me about your children who they've married. Some happy times. Your daughter first. Allow it to happen now. Your daughter, and who's she married?
Sarah, she's married.
Have you met her husband?
Yes. He's local.
Okay. And tell me what he does.
He's a butcher.
Butcher. Okay.
I know his father more than I know him. His father was also the local butcher. He's taken over the business.
And now, allow his name and surname to come to you from this past life memory. 1, 2, 3.
It's a name that I don't think would have even been around then, but the name that's coming to me is Lionel Mathers.
Lionel
Mathers.
That's fine. Have you been to his shop?
Yes.
Allow a time when you're in front of his shop to come to you, staying with this lifetime. Now, tell me about that.
His shop is in the square. It's not far from the seamstress where Sarah works. It's on the other side of the square from it. There's shops all the way round. His is just one of many. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing special about any of them, really.
Does he have a name or sign on his shop?
Yeah, but it's nothing original. Theirs is just called Mathers Butchers.
Okay. That's good. And your son?
Samuel.
Tell me who he's married now. You said they're both married.
Lucy.
Lucy. That's lovely. And what does Lucy do? And where did they meet?
Lucy also works on the farm. She works in the house there.
That's
She
nice.
cooks for them
Lovely.
and cooks with them.
Now on the next count of 3, tell me Lucy's family name before she married your son. 1, 2, 3. What was Lucy's family name?
I'm not sure.
That's okay. Describe Lucy to me though.
Winters. Lucy Winters.
Good. Describe Lucy to me. How does she look?
She's got very, very dark hair. She has got dark brown eyes. She's quite a plump girl, but she is pretty. She's always quite happy. She's quite a jolly sort of person. I like her.
That's good. Staying with this lifetime, we move further forward in time again. Further forward, would you be in at the age of 52, 1, 2, 3, or 52 now? Tell me about that.
For me, now, every day is pretty much the same. I'm just at home. I'm on my own. I see my children and grandchildren every so often. But I don't want to bother them all the time. So I keep myself to myself. I only go in the village when I have to. I'm pretty much in my little cottage, away from everyone, and that's the way I like it.
How do you feel when the grandchildren come to visit?
It does brighten up the place, but they're so damn noisy. But I do love having them round. It reminds me of when Sarah and Samuel were younger, of happier times.
Lovely. How many grandchildren do you have?
5.
5. And now just one after the other, the 5. Just let me know their names. 1, 2, 3. What your grandchildren's names?
Samuel does have Samuel Jr.
Good.
And he also has Thomas, which was named after my father. Sarah and Lionel. They have Maggie. Benjamin, I didn't know that name was around then. And William, named after Sarah's father.
Lovely. Staying with this lifetime, go to your very last year of living. 1, 2, 3. It's your very last year of living.
Mm-hmm.
What are you aware of and how old are you?
72.
Okay. What are you doing now?
I am just keeping very much to myself still in my cottage. I know that my health is failing. I can't walk like I used to. I'm a lot more hunched over now. Everything is harder. Doing everything is harder. I've still got pride in my home now, and I still try and keep it nice, but there's days when it's just too difficult.
On the next count of 3, go to your very last 10 seconds within this lifetime. As I count backwards from 10 to 0, you experience only what emotions you feel comfortable experiencing in your last 10 seconds. And just describe to me or interrupt if you're getting any sensations or seeing anything. Right, 1, 2, 3, your last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. You've just passed over now. And tell me what you're experiencing now as you've just passed over.
Happiness.
Happiness. It's good. If I can get you to look back over your entire lifetime to see what the lesson was or any understanding, what comes to you now?
That no matter how hard a life you can have, as long as you've got love in it, it's worth it.
That's good, and you can take that forward with you. Do you feel you need any healing emotionally or physically from this past life experience?
No.
Okay. In a moment, we're back in that corridor where we first started from. The doors will be closed to past life and other past lives, but can be reopened whenever you want to experience another one of your past lives. On 3 and only 3, your eyes will be open. You'll be refreshed, alert, calm and confident, reinforcing every single positive thought you've ever had about yourself. Remembering everything about this session with crystal clear clarity. 1. Becoming aware now of your hands resting comfortably on your legs. 2 small movements in your body, signaling that it'll be soon time to awaken. On 3, eyes open, alert, refreshed, and ready for the rest of the night.
Okay.
There.
Yeah.
Is your hand tired?
No, I'm like this at uni. I just sit there like that all the time. So yeah, I'm pretty good. The last page though started to do like equations.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. It's like random diagrams.
Excellent. We did actually have a question. What year was it? Now there was a year that came to begin. You must have written it down. What year?
It was 1822 was the year that I said.
1822.
Lovely. And does anybody have any questions here that you want to put to Lynette or Kelly as the observer? So please sort of say, I'll try and pull it over more slowly.
Gosh, it got a bit emotional there when I talked about William going.
Yeah.
I felt tears. I don't know if you saw it, but I was crying.
There was a bit when you passed over, I actually started feeling, oh sorry. There's a bit when you started passing over, I closed my eyes and I felt really like the breath was so struggled. And then when I opened my eyes, I saw you go. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really felt that. That was really weird.
It was like I was taking my last breath. It was weird. But
It was strange.
also a happy moment though, because I think in the last probably 20 years of her life, I think after she lost William, she just gave up. She didn't want it. She just wanted it to end. So I think it was just a finally moment that it's happened.
It was. I drew a couple of pictures before you did it.
Did you?
So your father, you said he was tall, brown hair, bushy
Thomas,
beard.
yeah.
And I don't know if you can see it, I actually drew him before you started describing. There you go.
Go on then, because I can picture him still in my mind now.
I don't know if you can see the guy at the bottom there.
Yeah, I can see. Let's zoom in. I'll just
On it,
raise
and I'll
my
show
voice 'cause
you.
I'm not mic'd up.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Thank you.
There you go, and then I'll show you.
Okay.
But I drew a top cap, massive bushy beard, and as you said, I went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at him.
And then you mentioned about the young sister with the pigtails.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, you've drawn her
I
as well.
drew that.
And you've not coloured her hair in, you've kept her blonde.
It was blonde. And then the next one is you. You said about a dress, and it was a plain
that's
dress.
me. Okay. Oh,
And
hang
you
on
told
then.
me.
Sorry,
So
everyone.
there's the sister with the blonde hair. You can see Kelly's not coloured in the hair,
Oh yeah, I see that.
which is lovely. And then on the back, I can see a picture of me, which I will turn around to.
And it
Very
says-
nice too.
I know, don't I look beautiful?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said about the brown hair, and I wrote
Stunner.
brown hair. And I said about the eyes as well.
Yeah, green eyes. Yeah, you've put green.
I put
Lovely.
it down and then you said
Plain
like,
dress.
That was when I looked at you and I went,
To be honest, I don't think she ever owned a really nice dress in her
No.
whole life. I think it was always just serviceable, what she needed it for. That they were never well off.
yeah.
They lived off the land, and
It was really interesting. Like I could actually see everything. That was really strange.
yeah.
I'm gutted the lights didn't go on.
Bridgenorth, is that a real place?
It is a real place, yeah.
Is
It's.
it?
I'm sure it's one of the places that I go to on the Severn Valley Railway. And
So is it
takes you-
near a river then?
Yeah, it is near a river, yeah.
Ooh.
Shropshire, Pat said.
Thank you, Pat, 'cause I've got no idea. My geography is horrendous.
On the next page after, just as you were about to describe the shop, I drew the sign and the window to the
Thank
right.
you, Keller.
I don't know why she painted it kind of blue.
It
Like
was
all the
weird.
other shops are, in my mind, are quite plain,
Yeah.
just normal. But that one, I don't know if it was just to make it stand out from the rest, but she painted it blue.
But,
Weird.
do you know if the windows were glass or whether or not
They were glass. Well,
were-
they looked. You could see through them like you can glass. So in my mind, they were glass.
If I give you that, if you sit over in that seat,
Oh, do you want me to-
And get both of you in shots.
Oh,
so-
okay.
So if that's okay, so
Yeah, get over
I'm going to
it.
be a bit. So I'm raising my voice now, so hopefully people can hear me. But I've just got. You
It's
can
like
click it on
trigger
yourself
happy
if you
TV.
want. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, have you seen the one with the shop? I think it's the next page.
No, I'll have a look now. No, not there.
It might be further forward.
Yeah, I think it is.
It was really weird because I saw it. It was so prominent.
Where is it?
I didn't
Am I
draw
going
it.
crazy?
No. Oh, sorry, my lovely.
There we go.
Oh, there it is. Is that it?
Yeah, there it is. The window on the right and the wooden door, and you said
That
it had
is
like
it.
a bracket with it hanging down. And I wanted to draw, I didn't want to draw a square. I wanted to draw it slightly off.
Yeah, it was. It was like the coming out above the door, the bracket. You know how pub signs
Yeah.
have got that wooden
That is
beam coming
literally
out,
what I saw.
and it was like a shield shape. and I said it is like a sign that you'd expect on a public house, but you'd expect me to be like a lion and something to be on there, not a dress.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that.
But it was really weird because I was like, I'm going to doodle. And then I doodled it. But it was so weird. As I did it, it was like, have I just told you this in my brain? I got a little bit like, oh my God.
We'll have to check on some of those names.
Yeah, there is.
What was it? Agatha Warren, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was Mrs. Warren, who was the seamstress.
Well, did I say Lionel Mathers or something as well?
Yes, that's the
No, Sarah's husband.
Sarah's husband, and Lucy's husband was
Samuel, my son. She's my daughter-in-law, Lucy.
Lucy. Yeah.
It was Lucy Winters.
Yeah, I wrote that down. That's in there.
I'll read that after, but yeah, that sounds.
So much.
That looks good.
Yeah, very good. I
So
enjoyed that.
somebody, Annette did say, and hopefully you can hear me, so I'm raising my voice so I can actually get on the microphones. Yeah. If there's a three-prong one, that you got married very young, but I think people did. You probably have to at 17.
I was
would
married
need to
at 17.
Your
I don't think it's that young
father.
because even my mum, in this life, my mum, she got married at 17.
Yeah, and I think as well, you know, as I think as long as I don't know if it was over 16 or there'd been like the husband to be would ask permission if they were younger, but I think it was very common for, and there was a bit of an age difference, and again that was common.
There was, I think he was 4 years older than me, wasn't he? So he'd have been 21 when we got married.
And then you were 17, he was 21, yeah. And I drew the little village square as well.
Yeah.
That was so cute. What colour were his eyes?
Whose?
You always said that he had kind eyes, but you never said about the colour.
Thank you.
Did I not?
Hello?
His eyes were blue. What have you put? Let's have a look. Oh, you've put blue as well. Brilliant.
There you go. Is that in the Zoom?
Yeah, let's have a
You'll have to point to where it is, Kel, because there's a lot of writing on that page.
Lovely, very good.
Right.
Impressed.
I couldn't. You kept saying it, and all I could see was these really lovely blue eyes,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What are
I
they?"
focus on the bottle of water here.
Hey, stay hydrated, folks.
Yeah. So you did some cards.
Yes, we
So
did,
do you
and the
want to-
rooms.
Do you want to go through those now?
Yeah, we can do.
Do you want
Let
this
me.
back?
You can sit together and
Yeah.
talk. I hope you can hear me all right, everybody. I'm just raising my voice.
Who's shouting?
Most of the time it's just two, so I've got two plugins for the mic, so I'm
Right.
going to get
This was the first one that I drew, which is
Is that
the
one that
Page
fell?
of Pentacles. No, I was just shuffling and I didn't bother taking those out because I didn't feel like that was one that needed to.
What do you
Right, I'm going to
feel?
draw them, draw them out first and then we'll go through them. Right, the next one is Strength. And the third one that I drew, these are just ones that I was drawn to.
3 of Swords. 4.
It is 4.
See that? I was looking at
It's
this.
4 swords.
Excellent.
Right. Now this one, I think, you could read a few ways, but the obvious one to me is the 3 that are left and the one that has died.
That's what
That's
I get
the
from
obvious to me, is me and the children and William on the on his deathbed there.
it. Yeah. That's how I'm reading that.
What is that in the corner there? I want to just have a quick look at what is that? That's going to bug me in the window, but
That's an old lady, old beggar woman.
that's probably me.
If
I
I
think-
go. Can you see the old?
I think
There we
that's-
go. Yeah, that's good. Yes. See. Yeah. Thank you.
That's kind of what I became, I think, after him, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And then this is what we think William might have been, and this would have been Samuel,
Sarah
Sarah,
and me,
and
Margaret.
Mhm.
That's what I'm getting from that. That's exactly what.
which is what I just said as well, yeah.
Mhm.
So, okay. Right, next one then, the Strength. What do you think on that?
I'm gonna let you go with that one first.
Hang on, I just want to look at the woman first. That's what I was saying to you. I just wanted to get the torch on her so I could see her.
Yeah, I do have low lighting in here because to make it more relaxing for
Yeah.
people.
Oh, yeah, which works, definitely. There's actually 2 people in this window.
Yeah, there's a higher power. It's almost like...
I don't read it like that, though.
Do you not?
I read it both as Margaret. I read it before
And after.
and
yeah.
after. Before she was full of
Which one's that one?
strength, she
That's-
walked taller, and after it was like she lost everything. That's how I see it.
We did have a question by Annette.
Yeah.
I hope you can hear me. Was William ever a carpenter? I didn't get that from there. I got the feeling he was just worked on a farm.
Yeah,
It's
just
also
on a
quite
farm.
good.
I know. I remember saying that he made the furniture and things, but I think
Yeah.
you
People
know
made
he
and
just
Benson did.
yeah. That doesn't mean that they were perfect.
If it was like anything like I make furniture, then it's probably everyone was being lopsided. It'd be like that fancy house is
Yeah.
upside down.
Just you prop up the leg or something.
Definitely would not. I wouldn't recommend it.
Strength again. Let's see. I would see that as an inner strength that she
Yeah.
needs. And I would see almost the lion as her inner demons.
Okay.
But that's how I see it.
I read it as the cat that you mentioned first of all, that was across the road that the man petted,
But-
and you said you always wanted a cat.
Oh, but that, when I said about the cat across the road, that was us looking now from my house now
Ah,
in 2022.
But there was another
That was
point
Paul
you
saying,
said.
Oh
about-
yeah, I did. My dad, when we were younger, made
the
us
wooden
the little wooden
something.
figures. It was Christmas, and that was our present. He made little wooden figures and things. I think he was just quite talented at making
Yeah.
stuff.
it-
I think
to
that was a
me,
natural
that
talent. Maybe he
was-
should have been a carpenter and that.
Could have been. Yeah, there was like carved in woods. Mum's cooking dinner. You had meat. You didn't normally eat meat. The little girl, the cat next to her. So that's where
Yeah,
I-
could be.
that's where I'm seeing that bit. It's almost like it's remember because it's slightly Christmassy with like the mistletoe
Oh, it
and
is,
stuff.
isn't it? Yeah.
That's how I'm seeing it.
Could
is
be, yeah.
That memory, which was when you were young.
Whereas I'm seeing it totally as that being like her little
So 12, maybe? Or younger? I
No,
think
we
you
were younger then.
I didn't get an age for that one. But yeah, that's when I got the picture of your father.
Okay, so what are you getting with that one then? This is the Page of Pentacles.
Alright, you see what you see first.
Yeah, but we always see different
Yeah.
sometimes.
Sorry if this is boring.
No,
anyone.
For me-
no, I'm just checking. Yeah.
For me, I don't see this as Margaret. I see this as William.
That is William. That's how I'm
That's
seeing
how
it.
I see it. Yeah.
Should I show the Evil card actually, the strength?
Yeah, I did show them to the camera when
Oh,
I
did
drew
you?
them. Yeah.
It's always good for people to see it again. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, can you see that one?
Yep. Just get that just in a little bit. There you go. Yeah, I can see that.
There you go. So you got the. To me, that means the cat
You said the
and the
cat.
father and the Christmas, like sort of like that really nice memory. But also, I see it as inner demons.
Yeah,
as well.
to me, it's the inner demons that she had to deal with after his death. That's how I read it.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd agree with you there. But I think it's like a both one.
And this one, I definitely think is William. And that's him almost offering her everything.
That's how I saw it.
Come and marry me. We'll be
Yeah.
happy.
And
Yeah.
I like the way that it is like he's not really rich, but he
No,
would
he's
give her
not.
the world.
But this is it. Yeah, he's not rich, but she doesn't need that.
Yeah, it was more just offering love. That's how I saw it.
Hence
And then,
the
have you noticed what's in the background?
yeah, the woods
And
things.
the
Yeah, yeah,
hill that you mentioned.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
Well, that was cute.
yeah, and that goes back to the message because, like we just said, he's
we
not
just show
got
it?
money, but he's not got the money, but he is offering her everything.
Yeah.
And the lesson that I took from it, wasn't it, was that as long as you've got love,
Yeah, no matter how hard it gets.
yeah,
No matter how hard life is, you can always find love.
yeah, no matter how much you've got to endure, as long as you've got love, you've got what you need.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting from that.
We had Charles say, sorry I'm shouting, did you not care for Sarah's husband? I thought you did.
Is that Lionel?
Lionel.
Yeah, I took it you did.
Yeah, I don't think she overly warmed to him. She liked him, but yeah, I think Lucy was her favourite out of both of them, definitely. Lucy, yeah, she warmed to more. Lionel, yeah, because I think when you asked me something about him, it might have been his name, and I just paused for a long time.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that was because his name is quite weird and seems out of time. It doesn't seem like it fits that sort of time period.
No, I don't know. I think it could.
I don't
Best
know.
look it up, what names
Yeah.
are being used and things.
I mean, I've
Yeah.
got no idea what names they used during that period, so...
But you didn't really
It just-
mention much about him. You just said he's a butcher. It was inherited. There wasn't
I don't
much
think
of
I
like
saw
a,
him much, though.
Yeah.
I get the feeling like when they came down to mine, it was more her. And that he was working or he had other things to do. I don't feel like I spent much time with him. Whereas Lucy, being another female, I feel like I spent a lot more with her.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So does that answer any questions for you at all? Or was it just, that was complete and utter surprise?
That was a surprise, yes. Because,
I was expecting someone else to pop through. I was excited.
why, who were you expecting?
None.
Oh, the nun.
I really
Yeah.
wanted that one. I was like, yes.
That would have been... But you never know, she could be behind another door.
Could be.
That was just door number 20. There's many more.
Wait, yeah, I
It
wrote
was
that
a
down
long-
actually.
It was a long corridor. But, yeah, I didn't know who was going to come through, because especially... I've done past life regression before. I was telling Paul before this. And there's been different ones that have come through, because I've had one where I've been like a peasant girl in Italy, in Tuscany area. I've had one where I was in New York and I was quite a well-to-do woman. And I've been like,
Fancy hat.
you know, like the riding dresses that they would wear. And I had like a riding skirt, but then a fitted jacket as well. And it was all like a dark sort of maroony colour. And I had the hat in the same colour as well, with like a little veil sort of thing.
That's rather fancy.
Yeah, I was quite fancy. Good to do.
Good to
Yeah, I've had
do.
her come through and I've wrote it all down at home for those. And then the ones that I told you about for the MP3 that you sent me to do to check that I was susceptible to this. Yeah, I had two come through for that, didn't I? One as a man, Shane O'Doherty, wasn't it, in Northern Ireland?
Yes.
And the other one was, what did I say? Was it Mary Saunders or something?
Wait one minute, I can tell you those. So America, Canada, Mary Saunders, 15 years
I've got it on my
old,
phone because I wrote it all down.
and Shane O'Doherty and Shane O'Neill in the battle.
Shane O'Neill was the one in the
1564.
battle 1564. I know that when I was Shane O'Doherty, I died in Northern Ireland in 1564. And after researching it, yeah, I think it was that battle that Shane O'Neill led.
You said something about an axe in that one.
Yeah, I felt an axe in my back. It was quite strange. In the last 10 seconds of death, when Paul takes you back to that,
It's horrible.
and I felt a
you just
real
go, it's like, oh, have you ever
pain
seen,
in my back, and I knew what it was.
what is that film? Is it Train Spotter? Where he goes down in his bed. Like that horrible feeling. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
creepy.
they're quite, yeah, this is quite good. So yeah, I wish I'd gone somewhere else, because like I said, with Mary Saunders it was America, and with Shane it was Northern Ireland, but no, I stayed in good old England.
No, it's good to experience different ones, you know, definitely.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did you want to do the runes?
Oh,
So
yes.
we do the rooms now.
Yeah, and we had one, didn't we, where I was a nun as well, which
Yeah,
is-
I really wanted that one to come through because I had loads of questions.
Oh, right.
Because I'm really intrigued by that one.
yeah, and actually from having that one come through, it made me go and buy a rosary
Yeah, she bought
because
one
she
for
told
me
me
as
to
well.
go and get a rosary, and I got one for Kelly. Yeah.
And so I've got lots of questions, like going, what's this about? Why did you get this for me?
See, I thought that one was turned upside down, and it's not. It's because I can never see it. Right, I don't know if you'll see that, but that
It
isn't.
might be a bit difficult, but let's take a look.
Do you want to hold it closer, Gal?
Yeah.
That is got an arrow on it. That's all that one is.
1 minute, the little doodads just fallen off.
You might want the torch as well to shine on it.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, very good.
Right,
Thanks,
did
sir.
you see what it was?
It was an arrow, yeah.
What do you think that might have been?
I honestly don't know because runes is more your thing.
Let's have a little stab in the dark.
Stab in the dark.
Stab in the dark.
I honestly don't know because an arrow is like pointing the way, but I didn't even mention an arrow in that.
No, you didn't mention an arrow.
So I don't know.
It was train spotting.
Was it train spotting? Yeah, there you go.
Right, so that's that one. What do you think it is?
I don't actually think it means anything.
Do you not?
If I'm being totally honest.
Maybe runes just don't work for me because I'm
No.
not drawn to runes. I'm
Like
more
to
of a...
me, that I'm not. It's gone really cold. Like yeah, if you feel that, it feels cold.
Oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, which is really strange because normally you'd hold them, you'd give them to me.
Yeah,
the
when
one,
I
so
was
to me,
going-
that means nothing.
When I was going over it at the beginning, it had some energy, which is
Yeah.
why I picked it up. But yeah, now it's dead.
Yeah, to me, it doesn't feel.
Okay, so what about this one? What's this? You all know what that is?
Yeah.
What is it?
I can't tell. I
Oh,
want
no.
you to feel it first, and because else I'll just tell you the answers.
Well, that to me, if I was reading something into it, it could be an M for my name,
Yeah.
but it can also represent two people together.
Pat has put down its try which means victory.
Which one? The.
The one you're holding. So
This one
it's
here?
just on here, turn it round.
Oh, can I borrow your light a second?
Yeah, because I don't
Put that
interpret
on the
them.
screen.
I don't interpret them like that. I just go with what I'm feeling.
So
There you go.
If Pat, if you can hear me as I'm shouting, what this one means now, would be good.
So to me, that's meaning shelter. That's how it feels to me. It's more shelter, and
Mhm.
it's more like warmth and feeling comfortable, and that's what I'm getting from
See,
it.
like with everything, it just depends how you interpret it.
So this one means horse.
Yeah,
So I don't even know you
that could be
pronounce
to
that.
do with William, because
Could
you're
be.
home, and because he was sadly trampled, wasn't he?
Trampled by a horse, yeah.
That
He
could,
was.
True.
Yeah,
And that's good because that's coming from someone else other than
yeah.
us.
It's nice to have someone else who does
Yeah,
runes.
thank you, Pat.
Yeah, I'm not a rune lover. I've got to be honest.
I am. I'm a little bit of a.
Yeah, and that one is bugger all.
Oh.
That one is blank.
So
All right. Okay.
it's
So
literally just empty.
so what does it mean when you have a blank one?
Nothing really.
Oh, nothing.
No.
Is that like?
Or it could, if you really want to read into it, could.
Oh no! It's got a line.
Is it?
Yeah,
Alright.
1 minute.
Let's have a
Well,
look.
that's it. It's one line. Just one line. We've got
Let's
it.
have a look.
It's ever so slightly. There you go. I don't know if they can see
Can
it
I,
at home.
I'll get it on there. Oh, no, I can't actually.
Yeah, do you
But
want to?
there is just one line. There you go. I've got
One
it, I've
line
got it,
going
one
across.
line. There you go.
Just in the middle.
Yeah.
There is
Oh,
one
actually,
that
I
has.
can see it on your screen now.
Yeah, there's one that actually has nothing on it. It's
So what does that mean with one line, Cal?
that's one life to me.
One life.
One life. That's what I'm getting
Mm.
from it. Straight
Well, let's
No.
face it,
in one place.
it
not
didn't
moving.
deter much, did it? I mean, she had quite a boring life when you think about it, poor love.
Yeah.
To be honest, most people did. Like, you didn't really travel. You didn't really have
you want this
holidays.
one
Yeah,
or-
I'll have that now.
I know you were asking me those questions, and I thought, yeah, I wish I could say that I'd been here, there, and everywhere. But no, she went nowhere. She really didn't.
I had the feeling that you didn't really go anywhere, but you have to ask during these things because
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she didn't. She never travelled. She never saw anything more than that village, really. And
that's quite
those
normal.
surrounding little areas, nothing else.
The arrow, I really don't think had anything. Was that the first one you picked up?
Yeah, but again, that could be pointing
Yeah.
that straight one path,
Yeah.
one direction. That's all she's got.
I've been on their tour bus. I stole Harry style. Well, I didn't steal. You left it on the tour bus, the bracelet. So I gave it to a friend years ago.
Okay.
I was like, "This is the Harry bracelet." Yeah. Random story. There you go. Merry Christmas.
Wonderful. So does anybody else have anything else before I finish this? Because I also have some questions to give me later from the wonderful Kelly as well. So
Oh
does
yeah,
anybody-
no, we
Yeah, so does anybody else want to say anything
Answering
else
some
at all?
questions
Oh, the
then.
last rune means ice.
So quite slippery slope, but
Could be.
straight. So to me, like I read them.
my
as-
icy heart that no one could break through. You shall not
I
pass.
know, it's like kind of like just gliding through, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, to me, like I read them very strange. I literally go with whatever's.
It's
going
like with
on.
tarot cards though as well. I never go. You always get the little booklet, and I totally disregard that.
Yeah.
Never go with that, and it's always what I'm feeling and what my guides are telling me because I think that they know better than a booklet.
I do
So-
a lot of like numerology, and I look for the little tiny details, and then that's how I get all my little things. And I'm quite a weird shuffler. Like you actually shuffle, I will literally just hold them and just let them fall, and then I take the first one, whichever one comes out. So I've got a little bit of a weird quirk with it. So
Yeah.
I was going to go between both things. Nobody's actually seen me yet. I put this nice jacket on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got to shake a nice jacket.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm going to finish this live
When he's
soon.
looking
Got a
dapper.
few more things to do. So I'm going to be interviewing both of these wonderful ladies, Lynette and Kelly, for exploring the afterlife, and also Kelly's got a couple of questions for me. Thank you everybody for watching. Does anyone want to finish off by saying anything? Now I'm here between the two of you.
You got the CD.
Oh yeah, CD.
Yes.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
There we go.
Make sure you buy the CD. All right. Give it a good old listen.
Yeah, listen,
yes,
listen,
have your
go
own
with it.
past life regression,
Yeah, you need to. It's a really interesting experience.
or book a session with Paul yourself
Exactly. Yes.
and have it one-on-one. Even better.
And if anybody has any questions for me, you can reach out to me through my email, paul@paulgallardnlp.co.uk, or you can find me through YouTube or Facebook and ask me any questions, and I'll do my very best to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you everybody for watching. You can find my CD on eBay. Wonderful, thank you. And I shall see you soon in another past life regression, either live or pre-recorded. Have an outstanding evening, everybody, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, my lovely.
Yay.
Just going to turn this off now. Oh, there we go.